Good afternoon. Welcome back to Rick Outdoors. We're going to do an entirely different video this afternoon. Just got home from lunch, had a bite to eat, and I watched a little bit of YouTube. And I seen a video that Matt from Matt's Off-Road and Recovery did. And it got me to thinking that maybe I need to do this type video too, because it's been a long time coming. I think the name of this video is The Down and the Dirty. I've been in lawn care, I just calculated 48 years. Cutting out church, cutting other people's. Most of the time it's just for a blessing. Someone that elderly couldn't afford or couldn't cut their own yard, really didn't have nobody. That's how we got started into it. And for 48 years, I took on responsibility of keeping everybody's yard beautiful. And I got a lot of joy out of doing that. But I'm gonna show you what 48 years of keeping everybody's yards under wrap and making them beautiful with pine straw or cutting the grass or doing shrubbery or giving them helpful hints on how they can better utilize a shaded area versus a full sunlight. I used to have beautiful roses, had beautiful flowers. I'm fixing to show you what 48 years of doing work for other people, when you finally realize that you've been neglecting your own yard for years. So, let me bring you to it. Of course, we got Rosie. This used to be my rose garden. And I had different flowers, had border grass. I had my roses, and I still got two knockout roses. It's my favorite, they're orange. But they are about the only ones that's still living. Everything else is like this right here, that got disease and had died or become a running rose. These hybrid roses, when they die off, a lot of times, just like this rose right here, it starts to run. And it's no good no more. And that rose, that bush right there is kind of iffy. But we're going to get rid of, we're going to save these two here. We're going to save that one right there, and I'm going to save that flower right there in the border grass. But everything else, it's going to be new. And I'm going to try to bring you along, showing you what we're going to do. And something else. This border grass, it really needs to be separated. It really needs to be into thirds. But for the time being, we're going to leave it alone. But I want to get this flower bed back into shape. But I want to show you another good. What 48 years of doing for others and not taking time out. Oh, look at my shrubbery. Vines growing in them. They're out of shape. Crepe myrtle should have been cut back 2 years ago. Hasn't been. Got a volunteer pecan tree growing in it. Vines. And what I'm probably going to do is we're going to tear all this up. And I don't know if I'm just going to put border grass back down and just outline that and redo the beds with pine straw. Because my wife lets us sit on the front porch. And when Rosie gets out here, she can't watch her. The shrubbery is blocking everything. So these compacted hollies has been here, I don't know, over 25, 28 years. And you can see it's done spread out. I had Indian hawthorns out here, and I had a border grass in front of it where the compacted holly grew into the Indian hawthorn and choked them out. So I've got tea olives on the corner. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I do know we're gonna do something. And I don't know if most of you ever know, this is our home. I built next to my mom's house, and it's about to fall down. That house is very old, and it's beyond repair. And like I say, she came to live with me 13 or 14 years, and this is where I have my Christmas tree lights, and I've cleaned out from here, and I got to clean this corner out right here. I have Christmas trees down through here at Christmas time, and it's very beautiful. So I think the Christmas lights has got me wanting to do more to my yard and bring it back to the beautiful yard we used to have. I've got a crepe myrtle tree here that we've spent a lot of time on shaping up. And we got a very beautiful view. That's a little mountain there. And we get to see the mountains, what we call the mountains, but this is the #1 priority. And the reason, I guess, why we're gonna do this, as I walk back over my wife, she's sitting over there standing in the shade. I was gonna just leave 3 rose bushes in this and make a smaller bed and get rid of it, just cut it back to grass. Because I didn't have the time, and I did not have the want or the will to do it. But we went to I went to a tent sale where they sell flowers this week, and I give it back to my wife. And the lady that I know that works the tent, sells produce and everything, she said, ain't you got roses? I said, yes, ma'am, I do. I did have. I said, they're in bad shape. She said, well, we got a sale on starting today. She said, we'll make you a heck of a deal on it. Because they usually shut the winter, after it gets so hot in the summertime, they really start shutting back on plants and all. And then they close down for the winter, which winter ain't no time soon, but they sell the plants. And they had their $25 to $30 roses. They had them down for $5. So I think that was a sign telling me that, yeah, you need to redo your rose bushes. So I bought some rose bushes. We got 8, 10 rose bushes.
Turn around there and count them real quick.
Well, I got some back there, and I got some flowers back there, and I can't call the name of it. It's whatever this flower is up here. I can't call the name of it. I bought 4 of them, so I'm gonna stick them out there too. But that's how Rosie got her name. When we went to go look for Rosie, 11 years, 4th of July, we picked her up. We're sitting here waiting for our daughter to show up, and she got in the car, and I was sitting there looking out this way. And I said, you know, it's probably gonna be, I've had some beautiful roses in my life. And this probably be my last lab if she lives long. Probably be my last lab I get. So if we bring one home, I'm gonna name her Rosie. And that's what we did. That's how she got her name, because we've always had beautiful roses. So we're gonna make a video out of this. I'll show you when I get my bed prepared, putting down the roses and how we plant them and the end results. And then if y'all like this type video, we're gonna tackle to the shrubbery on the front. That'll probably be a 3 video. We get out of that. Couldn't show it all in one time. But if you like this type video, leave a comment. If you're interested in seeing more stuff like this, I know the wood gets, you know, you can only show splitting wood and how we do it so many ways. We try to get creative. But if you enjoy this type video, leave me a comment. We're gonna bring you along. We're gonna do it regardless. We just hope y'all enjoy it. Because some of you get some helpful hints out there. And then some of you is in the same position I am. You do for others, and when you get home, just like when my wife helps me all the time, when we get home in the afternoon, I look at her and go, well, what's for supper? Well, she done helped me all day. She don't want to cook. She's tired. That's why we eat out a good bit. Same thing when I get home. I do this. I'm out in the sun all the time. I don't want to sweat cutting shrubberies or edging around my flower beds. I've edged around flower beds all day. I don't want to do it for me. So my yard has gone underworked for years. So we're gonna try to bring it back in shape and bring you along. So hope you're having, today's Friday, hope you're having a great weekend. You got anything behind the camera you wanna say? She is behind the camera.
The heat index is 101.
That's why we're sitting in the shade tree. But I'm gonna finish this gravel track, gravel on the front. We're taking the old beds out. I got 2 more up there I wanna bring out, and then we're about done for the day. So have a great weekend. If you're out in the heat, drink plenty fluids, don't get overheated. And we'll see you back in the wood yard soon. This is Rec Outdoors.